Eerie music fades in. The screen is dark with glitchy static effects. Text appears, 3 strange celebrity deaths that will leave you speechless. Welcome to Whispers of Weird, where we dive into the strangest and most mysterious stories from around the world. Today, we're uncovering 3 celebrity deaths that are not just tragic, but downright bizarre. These are the kind of stories that make you question reality itself. Ready? Let's get into it. Isadora Duncan. You might know her as the mother of modern dance, a free spirit who revolutionized the art form with her expressive movements and flowing costumes. But her life, just like her dances, was tragically cut short in a way that seemed almost too theatrical, too symbolic to be real. It was 1927. Isadora, a vision of bohemian beauty, was in Nice, France. Picture this, the French Riviera, the sun shining on the Mediterranean Sea, the air filled with the scent of salt and freedom. Isadora, always one for a dramatic flair, was riding in a stylish open-top car, a long silk scarf, a signature part of her look, draped around her neck. Now this scarf, it wasn't just any accessory. It was long, flowing, blood red. Some even say it mirrored the vibrant, passionate life force that Isadora embodied. As the car started to move, picking up speed along the coastal road, the wind caught the scarf. It billowed out behind her, a crimson flag against the azure sky. But then, in a horrifying instant, the unthinkable happened. The scarf, caught by the spokes of the car's rear wheel, began to tangle. Isadora, completely unaware of the danger lurking just behind her, was yanked violently from her seat as the car sped away. The force of it, the sheer unexpectedness, it's hard to even imagine. The scarf, her signature, had become a deadly noose, instantly breaking her neck. Just like that, Isadora Duncan, the woman who danced with such life, was gone. The image is seared into history. The car speeding away, the empty seat and the blood-red scarf, a symbol of her artistry and ultimately her demise, fluttering in the wind. It's a story that sends chills down your spine. Was it a freak accident, a tragic twist of fate, or was there something most fated about the way Isadora's life ended? Some say it was a tragic end fitting for a woman who lived and breathed drama. Others believe it was a bizarre coincidence, a cruel trick of fate. Whatever the reason, Isadora's death remains one of the most unusual and haunting exits in history. Her legacy, however, continues to inspire dancers and artists around the world, a testament to her indomitable spirit and revolutionary vision. The story of her life and death serves as a poignant reminder of the thin line between beauty and tragedy, art and fate. Brandon Lee, son of the legendary Bruce Lee, was a rising star in Hollywood. He had the looks, the talent, and the charisma that made him a natural on screen. He was poised for greatness, carrying the legacy of his father with charisma and undeniable talent. His performances were captivating, and he was quickly becoming a household name. But fate, it seems, had other plans. The path to stardom can be unpredictable, and at times tragically short. In 1993, on the set of the film The Crow, tragedy struck in a way that felt eerily similar to a movie plot. The film, a dark and gritty tale, seemed to attract a string of unfortunate events from the very beginning. The film, a dark and gritty tale, seemed to attract a string of unfortunate events from the very beginning. From the outset, the production was plagued with issues that seemed almost supernatural. Set accidents, freak weather incidents, it was like a dark cloud had settled over the production. The crew often spoke of an eerie feeling that lingered on set. But nothing could have prepared anyone for what happened on March 31st. It was a day that would change everything. Brandon, a scene where his character is short. It was a pivotal moment in the film, one that required precision and care. It was a routine setup, or so everyone thought. The crew had rehearsed it multiple times, ensuring every detail was perfect. The gun, a prop gun, was supposed to be loaded with blanks. Safety protocols were in place, and everyone believed it was just another day on set. But as Brandon walked onto the set, full of life, ready to give his all to the scene, something went terribly wrong. The atmosphere was tense, but no one expected the horror that was about to unfold. The gun fired, and a real bullet, a bullet that no one knew, ripped through the air. The sound was deafening, and the realization of what had happened was immediate. It hit Brandon in the abdomen, a wound that would prove fatal despite the frantic efforts to save him. The set descended into chaos as medical teams rushed to his aid. The news sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond. How could this happen? The industry was left reeling, searching for answers. How could a prop gun on a movie set end the life of a young star with so much promise? The questions were endless, and the grief was palpable. The investigation revealed a series of oversights, a tragic chain of mistakes that led to this unthinkable accident. It was a perfect storm of errors that culminated in a devastating loss. But some couldn't shake the feeling that there was something more to it, something beyond explanation. The whispers of a curse grew louder, and the sense of unease deepened. Brandon's death, coming so soon after his father's untimely passing, fueled whispers of a curse, a dark legacy haunting the Lee family. The parallels were too striking to ignore. The film itself, with its themes of death and resurrection, seemed to mirror the tragedy too closely for comfort. It was as if the lines between fiction and reality had blurred. To this day, Brandon Lee's death remains a haunting reminder of the fragility of life, the fine line between fiction and reality, and the lingering question. Was it just a stunt, or was there a darker force at play? The mystery endures, leaving a legacy shrouded in both sorrow and intrigue. Haunting Elisa Lam. Elisa Lam, a young Canadian just 21 years old with her whole life ahead of her. She was vibrant, full of dreams, and had a passion for exploring new places. In 2013, she embarked on a solo trip across the United States, documenting her adventures on her blog. Her posts were filled with excitement and curiosity, capturing the essence of her journey. But her journey took a dark and mysterious turn when she arrived in Los Angeles, a city known for its glitz and glamour, but also its shadows and secrets. Elisa checked into the Cecil Hotel, a place with a history as unsettling as the events that would soon unfold. The hotel, located in downtown LA, had seen better days. The Cecil, you see, wasn't your average hotel. Its hallways whispered tales of despair and tragedy. It had a reputation, a dark past filled with stories of murders, suicides, and strange occurrences. The walls seemed to hold onto the echoes of its grim history. But Eliza, unaware of the host history, settled into her room, eager to explore the city of dreams. She had plans, places to visit, and experiences to share. Days passed, and Elisa's family grew increasingly worried. They hadn't heard from her, and their concern turned into a gnawing fear. She wasn't answering their calls. Her blog fell silent, and she missed her scheduled checkout date. The silence was deafening. Concern turned to panic, and a missing persons report was filed. The search for Elisa began in earnest. The LAPD launched an investigation, but Elisa seemed to have vanished without a trace. It was as if she had been swallowed by the city itself. Then, the hotel released a chilling piece of evidence elevator security footage from the day Elisa disappeared. This footage would become infamous. The footage showed Eliza acting strangely, almost erratically, inside the elevator. Her behavior was puzzling and deeply unsettling. She pressed multiple buttons, seemingly at random, as if trying to escape or find something. She peeked out of the elevator doors, looking up and down the hallway as if someone or something was following her. The tension was palpable. At times, she stepped out of the elevator, her arms moving in strange, almost frantic gestures, before retreating back inside. It was as if she was communicating with an unseen presence. The footage was unsettling, to say the least. It raised more questions than it answered. Who was she talking to? Was there someone just out of the camera's view? What was she so afraid of? The fear in her eyes was unmistakable. Days turned into weeks, and the mystery deepened. Then a gruesome discovery that would shock everyone. Guests at the Cecil began complaining about the water pressure, a foul taste coming from their taps. The complaints were numerous and persistent. When maintenance workers went to investigate, they found Elisa's body inside one of the hotel's water tanks on the roof. The discovery was horrifying. The discovery sent chills down the spines of everyone who had followed the case. It was a nightmare come true. How did Eliza end up in a locked water tank on the roof? Was she murdered? The questions were endless. Did she take her own life? Theories and speculations ran wild. The autopsy report ruled her death an accidental drowning, but many questions remained unanswered. The official explanation did little to quell the public's curiosity. The elevator footage, her erratic behavior, the hotel's dark history, it all added up to a chilling mystery that continues to baffle and haunt to this day. The pieces of the puzzle just didn't seem to fit together. Was Elisa suffering from a mental health episode? Her behavior suggested she might have been in distress. Was she the victim of foul play? The possibility of a sinister force at work couldn't be ruled out. Or was there something more sinister at work? Something connected to the Cecil's dark and troubled past? The hotel's history seemed to cast a long shadow over the case. The case of Elisa Lam remains unsolved, a chilling reminder that sometimes, even in the heart of a bustling city, darkness can lurk in the most unexpected places, and some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved. The haunting disappearance of Elisa Lam continues to captivate and terrify, a story that will not be easily forgotten. Life is unpredictable and sometimes stranger than fiction. What do you think? Was there something more behind these deaths, or were they just tragic accidents? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Whispers of Weird for more strange and mysterious stories. Until next time, stay curious.